Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are on cycle 20 at this point. We are coming along. Here we do have a bit of stuff to do. Right now we do have a bunch of research we need to do. And we have cut off the amount of area which we keep producing oxygen in by doing this kind of stuff here. We are limiting the amount of oxygen we need to pump out to have oxygen in the base. Every time someone goes through this door, we will it will sip. A bit of oxygen will seep through, but we don't need to keep this whole area filled with oxygen, which is really good. We do have the long commutes, which is really interesting because they're not actually running around that far and that long. So yeah. Anyway, what we do need to do at this point is, we need to do a bunch of research. That's basically all we need to do, because we have a bunch of different stuff we need to put down at this point to semi-automate and keep our base in tip-top shape. We will need a bit of food, so I'm actually going to put farm tiles. Let's see, just the light overlay. There's 3 over here and 2 over here. So I'm going to put 2 there and 3 there. I will explain why I'm doing this. There's a good reason as to why I'm doing it. And these farm tiles works as tiles when it comes to stopping airflow and when it comes to walking on them. But you can then grow stuff here as well. So apparently next cycle I will plant bristle blossoms. Bristle blossoms are really good food, and having 5 of them, you have a really easy amount of really easy food. Let's see, and we got which one? What? Did we get an achievement? What? Just going to latest, it's not raw. Okay. Have a duplicant eat any cooked meal prepared at an electrical grill or gas range. But what? Oh, because of the amulet? Most likely. Yeah, that's probably why I got that achievement. Interesting. they do need water. So they aren't free in any way. But yeah, there's let's see if we can copy this. And copy. There we go. And yes, I'm actually going to see if I can't dig this and build this, like getting to this area out here at this point. For different reasons, but we do want, let's see, it's, oh good. We do want to get to like the food in here, basically. Or rotten meal lice, okay. I'm actually going to put these at 30. Don't want them to... And I got the deodorizer. I'm going to put one there and one there. What a deodorizer does is they suck up polluted oxygen from the around them and uses sand as a filter, and basically takes the sand and the polluted oxygen, mixes them, outputs clean oxygen, and then any germs and any other stuff becomes like mixed into the sand, and then it spits out like, I can't remember if it's like clay or if it's anything else. Yeah, and it needs 320 kilos of sand, and once it has the sand it will start filtrating, stuff, so what I'm going to make sure right now is that we do not have rot pile or polluted dirt in any of these. We are going to copy. Rot pile and polluted is going to get removed from there. Rotten meal lice, you're going to this one, yeah. Polluted dirt. Let's see. Salt water. Do we want one more duplicant? We might want one more, but all these are really bad, so I'm going to reject them all. And we are going to see if we can... I'm actually going to put these to a 9 so they get done ASAP later on. Like, as soon as possible. And then we're going to... 9 not do that one and not that one. Yeah, and the as you can see here, requires emptying. That's the big downside with the outhouses. You actually have to empty them, and it takes forever to empty them. It takes such a long time, it's ridiculous. I'm going to remove that one because we don't need it. And we are going to turn on harvest of the plants. And we're going to put a single door there so these shine nymphs can't escape. Would be nice if you could fix that one. Like, build that one, please. Please. No. No. Not gonna build it. Then I will put it at priority 9. Because I don't want the shine nymphs to actually be able to run away from here. I do want them to be in here because bristle blossoms require light to actually grow. Come on, stop sleeping. There we go. Thank you. We are going to see. We do want. What is it we want? Right, we do want the automatic dispenser. And it requires quite a lot of research, but we're going to click on that and get started. And thanks to the printing pod, we do get a bit of easy stuff here. And if we look at the farming overlay, we can see how they are coming along. And once this oxalite is done, we probably will need to do a bit of building to block the slime lung off so it can't like spread. Here we go. And then it's just one tile over there once this one is depleted. Yeah, there has been a bunch of oxygen seeping out. I'm actually going to deconstruct this and put in an airlock. We do have, since we opened up this down here where there were some hydrogen, we have a bit of hydrogen dancing around. Nothing we can do about it. It's so little, it shouldn't be any problems, really. It shouldn't cause any major problems for us. So, yeah, I sterile atmosphere, that's absolutely fine down there. We shouldn't have any problems because since the algae terrarium is up here, there will always be a bit of carbon dioxide down here. We are going to put water and we are going to enable the auto bottler. See if someone actually starts moving over here and actually do it. We did get a research where we can make rock crusher and kiln. Not something we want to do right now, but we will use it later on. There's a reason why I build like a bottle emptier here, and why I want to dump water down here. And once we get the research, like the smart storage with the automatic dispenser, I can actually show you what I mean. We are going to turn that one off and we are going to turn that one down like that. Once it has emptied all, we are going to do this. There we go. Remove that one because we don't actually want that one to stay there. Just want that one to put a bit of water down here. Science was increased to 4, which is actually 6 because advanced research skill increases by 2. So he has actually researches a bit quicker, and this is actually interesting, since science gives you skill leveling. And this is something, if I had used a save editor to cheat a bunch of attributes and skills and stuff to my duplicants, I would basically give every single duplicant in the base a science attribute of 300 or more. And this one is actually complete at this point, so we're going to remove. Bit of soggy feet, that's not the ideal outcome, but whatever. Going to remove those and not build this one apparently. Going to put that on a 9. We're having a bit of downtime. We did actually sneak in. The coal generator is actually really good. You will run out of coal eventually, unless you start a hatch farm. We are getting quite low on food, so we do want... maybe we want to... Yeah, we might actually want to... do some... we might actually want to do some mealwoods and planter boxes. Yeah, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them at least down here. And yeah, once you start using the supercomputer, you will use a lot of water. So that's something to be careful of. You have to be a bit conservative about how much water you actually use. Yeah, and mealwood is very, what should I say, efficient when it comes to how much food, how much you put into making the food and how much food you get out of it. It's actually very efficient. Skill points. I don't want to give them way too many skills, but I will give Ruby more farming. Gossman will get more science, and I will actually give him the tidying because he loves it, otherwise I would have just left it. I will get this one, yes, and yeah. Colony achievement earned to pay the bills. Interesting how this is the only one that is checked here, but yeah, that's interesting. I should have it's not raw. And bed and bath I do have. Have a duplicant eat any cooked meal prepared at an electrical grill or gas range. It might actually be that the check in the game is better than the check for the Steam. The Steam picks up on it. I'm not sure exactly why, but for some reason yeah, use duplicants skill points to buy out an entire branch of the skill tree. That one should actually, like, I have put everything into cooking on one and it's only 2 to buy out an entire branch of the skill tree. And it says duplicants skill points, so if I have one do it, it should trigger. Yeah, I don't know. It's early release, so there might be some minor or major flaws. Yeah, I'm sorry about my throat, but it's not cooperating for some reason. And at this point we are just waiting for research. We are having the other ones to cleaning up a little bit. I'm going to designate these 2 again so they dig out this. I'm going to dig it out and I'm going to put out tiles all the way over here as a roof. And we have printable. Oh. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to build one one storage bin there. And then I will pick the ice, because the ice will actually melt. If the ice gets to the point where it melts to liquid, it will be... Yeah, and I have a food shortage because I do not have enough food for everyone. Hopefully we can fix that in time. But yeah, I'm going to build this storage bin here. Make sure only ice gets in here. And I will put it on a priority 9 and sweep only, so... And yeah. Yeah, and hopefully we can actually find a bit of food by digging over here. Are you actually getting this up? Yes, you are, but it's taking a lot of time. More options when it comes to producing. Power and electricity. We should have okay amount of food at this point. Yeah, we do have enough food for one more day. Could this please be built? Thank you. And let's see here. No, it's not consumable. Raw mineral? No. Right, I actually need to get the ice first. And we should liquefiable and sweep only. And we're going to put this on a sweep 9 as well. And hopefully by putting this here, once it melts, it will drip down into here. Yes, it will make the water really cold, but it's better than what I'm going to do is actually do this and deconstruct, and I'm going to put, yeah, and they don't have liquefiable, which is good. Here we go. The ice will now slowly but surely increase in temperature. It might take a long while before, and hopefully it will combat some of the heat up here by keeping a lower temperature down here, which might not be yet super good, but whatever. And what I'll do is actually deconstruct this one and rebuild that tile. That means it doesn't leak out into the air, but rather in the water. Making so it doesn't affect my base as much. I'm going to build these. These two was a mistake. and we have downtime. And that's a perfect time to call this episode, to be honest. So when we get around to the next day, we will try to fix the food issue we are having. Hopefully the mealwood and the bristle blossoms will get to a point where we can actually get some food. But with that, we are going to have to call this episode. I will try to combat the food issue, our food situation. Try to do a bunch more research and other stuff. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.